Hey everybody, it is August 12th, 2007. I am Sonic Sons, and I'm doing a brief thoughts on a video I just saw. I'll post the link up in the description, which Obama is talking at a debate, and Hillary Clinton's also there along with other people. And it's come up recently for Barack. What would you do if you had actionable intelligence, however you define that? But basically, if you knew where the terrorists were, and they were in a specific spot in, say, Pakistan, and you had then the chance to, go deal with the terrorists by sending in the military, and let's say the government of Pakistan did not want the American military invading their borders, what would you do? Mr. Obama responded, well, if I really knew where the terrorists were, then I would just go in and get them regardless of what the Pakistani government's going to say. And this has sparked all sorts of protests and all sorts of, You notice, none of the other candidates, as far as I know, has really answered this question. There's the video, again, I'll post the link up, where Obama says this, and he starts taking flack from it. He was taking flack previously, right? And then Hillary responds by saying, well, I don't think we should deal with hypotheticals. And then she goes on other things. I love this. She goes on to other things and essentially says she doesn't disagree with what Obama said. She disagrees with the fact that he said it. You listen closely. She doesn't actually say, no, in that case we would not send troops into Pakistan and capture the terrorists or whatever. She just says we shouldn't broadcast that belief. I can understand that to a point and how diplomacy is complicated. You don't want to see it. You know what, though? I mean, the honest truth is, yes, we would invade if we actually knew exactly where the terrorists were and how to deal with them. I mean, what are you going to do? Let the terrorists run free? You're going to... again, depending on the quality of your intelligence. There's the big thing, because we all knew about weapons of mass destruction, and turns out, no. But, moving on. I think the interesting thing is when she said, the first thing was, as a candidate, I don't believe we should engage in hypotheticals. And other people have used this on various other issues. What would you do if such and such? Well, I don't believe we should. I think this is code phrase for, I don't know. Or, I just trust me on it. Hypotheticals? Every candidate is a hypothetical. That's the whole point of an election. Hypothetically, if Hillary Clinton were elected president, would that be a good thing or a bad thing? Hypothetically, if Barack Obama, hypothetically, if Giuliani, hypothetically, for everybody out there, in any election, the whole point is for us to say, okay, hypothetically, if candidate X were elected, what would this do? And, so therefore, should we elect him or her, right? But oh no, we're not allowed to discuss hypotheticals with the candidates. We're only allowed to talk about platitudes. We're talking about do you believe in the American people, Mr. Candidate? Yes, I believe in the American people. Woo! Come on, guys. If you can't give me a response to situations you may face as president, how am I supposed to know that you have a response to said situations? How am I supposed to know that you even have a clue of how to respond to various things that happen? Because things do happen, outside of your control and outside of your plans, and stuff comes up. I mean, you could do this with any other profession, can't you? Right? You can ask, a basketball player, okay, if you're dribbling down the court and there's 15 seconds to go and you got a teammate over there and this guy's here but he's kind of being blocked, what do you do? And if he's a good basketball player, then he'll say, well, I dribble this way, or I'd go that way. And obviously one of the problems with hypotheticals is traditionally there's not enough information involved. For instance, this one we go, the actionable intelligence. Well, how actionable is the intelligence? How good is it? How resistant is President Musharraf here, the Pakistan guy, and how, But you know what? If there's subtleties to it that weren't expressed in the question, you can just express those subtleties in your answer, You can say, well, that's kind of a vague way you put it there, but if we were in a situation X, I would do this. In situation Y, I do this. And if I, or if I have a situation, what would you do in situation X, Mr. President? Well, that depends on the details. If it was a situation X with an ABC involved, I'd take this course of action. Situation X with a CBQ involved, I'd take that course of action. Let me know that you know what you're talking about. Let me know that you can deal with stuff that may happen. Just hypotheticals. Anybody in any profession should be able to deal with hypotheticals regarding the profession. Yes, a stock market guy. Well, what would you do if the construction industry goes down by at least 20 points the next day? And how would you invest in this way or that way? If consumer confidence went up, but then the government interest rates went also up, and then this went and you might say, well, I'd probably do this, probably do that, and get into the details, specifics of how on earth you would do things, right? Or if I don't know, wouldn't it have been nice if we said to a certain Michael Brownie, hypothetically, what would you do if a giant hurricane hit New Orleans? Mr. Director of all our Federal Emergency Management stuff. Actually, his name is Michael Brown, but we all call him Brownie now, don't we? Brownie is doing a heck of a job, right? Oh, if only someone had asked him on his job application, sir, hypothetically, what would you do if a hurricane hit a major city? And I can just imagine him being like, well, I don't engage in hypotheticals. Oh, guys, look. Just show me that you can be a good president. Show me, that you know what you're talking about. Don't give me this crap of, well, I can't answer that. I can't tell you. Just trust me on this. It's annoying. Thanks for watching. See you later.